The private room at Alden's overlooked the harbor. White candles shivered in silver holders, and our engagement dinner glowed like a scene cut from a bridal magazine. Lily sat across from me, candle fire dancing in her eyes while she spoke of venues, of save the dates, of the song she wanted for our first dance. She reached for my hand and promised softly, "Forever, beginning now." I believed her. I had no reason not to. The ring, sapphire flanked by diamonds, had slid onto her finger 3 nights earlier, and she'd worn it like a small, private son. Friends toasted, parents cried, the chef sent champagne. Every face at the long table was turned toward us, toward our future. When dessert arrived, Lily excused herself to the restroom. I watched her disappear, the train of her navy dress whispering over the floorboards. My phone buzzed, an email from work, but I ignored it. Nothing could puncture this evening. She was gone long enough for the candles to burn lower, long enough for the waiter to refill my glass. When she returned, her smile was brighter, almost feverish. She slid her phone face down beside her plate and leaned in to kiss my cheek. "Let's never leave this moment," she whispered. "That we left eventually, of course, drifting out into the cool night, the harbor black and glossy." She rested her head on my shoulder in the rideshare, fingers laced through mine. At home, she kicked off her heels, hummed our first dance song, and disappeared into the bathroom again. I heard the shower start, heard her soft off-key notes above the water that I should have followed her, wrapped my arms around warm skin, told her again how happy I was. Instead, I noticed her phone on the kitchen island, screen lit with a notification. The preview read, "Folder upload complete, 47 new files. Curiosity is a quiet thief." I told myself I'd just silence the alarm, set the phone down, join her. But my thumb unlocked it. Her passcode hadn't changed since college, and the folder icon blinked, impatient. The folder was titled L and C. My initials are J, hers L. I opened it. Inside, photographs, hundreds, time-stamped over the past 6 months. Lily and someone else, Caleb, her co-worker, at rooftop bars, in Uber back seats, in hotel mirrors, in morning light. His face beside hers on pillows I recognized from weekends she'd said she was visiting her sister. His hand sliding the sapphire ring onto her finger in a shot dated 3 weeks before I'd proposed. A video, 10 seconds, of them laughing, foreheads touching, her whispering, "When this is finally official, we'll tell him together." Official. The word detonated, the shower stopped. I closed the folder, set the phone down exactly as it had been, heart punching my sternum. When Lily emerged, skin pink, hair wrapped in a towel, she smiled, that same harbor candle smile, and asked if I wanted tea. I said yes, because I didn't know what else to say. She brewed chamomile, kissed my cheek, went to bed. I sat on the couch until the tea grew cold, until the ring on her finger flashed in my mind like a warning light. Morning came gray and thin. She hummed while she dressed, asked if I'd called the caterer yet. I watched her fasten earrings I'd given her last Christmas, earrings she'd worn in one of the photographs beside Caleb. At the door, she turned. "I'm meeting the florist at 2. Love you." The words slid over me like ice water. I told her I loved her too, because 8 years of habit is hard to break. Then I drove to a coffee shop on the other side of town, opened my laptop, and created a new folder titled Proof. I dragged every photograph, every video, every screenshot I could export before she noticed. I time-stamped them, labeled them, saved them to a drive she couldn't touch that I didn't confront her that day. Or the next. I met with a lawyer instead, learned about ring ownership, about lease termination, about how to cancel a venue contract. I smiled at family dinners, nodded through cake tastings, all while carrying the weight of her divided heart in my pocket. A week later, I invited her to the same private room at Alden's. I told her I had a surprise, a slideshow of our engagement memories. She arrived glowing, ordered champagne, reached for my hand. I plugged the laptop into the wall-mounted screen. The first image appeared. Lily and Caleb, rooftop lights behind them, her hand, ringless, on his chest. She froze, champagne flute halfway to her lips. The slideshow advanced. Hotel corridors. Uber back seats. Morning light on unfamiliar pillows. The final slide. The screenshot of L and C, folder open, time-stamped the night of our engagement dinner. The room was silent except for the hum of the projector. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. "You asked for forever," I said. "I just want the truth." She cried, gulping messy, the way she'd cried when I'd proposed. She reached for my hand, but I stepped back, left the ring on the white tablecloth between us like a small, private sun that had finally burned out that I walked out while the candles were still burning, harbor lights flickering beyond the windows. Forever, I realized, is shorter than you think. And sometimes it ends not with a bang, but with a folder you were never meant to open.